Hello everybody, Gaming Tracks here, and welcome back to another video. Now, as you can see, today we are playing a little bit more TF2, and I am playing as a spy on Upwards. Now, I started recording a little bit late, sorry about that, but this is a really intense gameplay, and it definitely had its ups and downs, so I just thought it would be really fun to show you. I did not go, well, this was not the greatest gameplay in the world, but there were some definitely good streaks, and there were some definite points where I was just failing completely. But no, it was a really good gameplay in general anyway. So, thought I'd just show it to you quickly, and I had to delete that unfortunately, but I already had one, so it's fine. So anyway, as you can see, I'm using Your Eternal Reward, the Dead Ringer, and then the default pistol, I believe, which I really like that pistol actually, it works quite well. Now, as you can see here, basically the hardest thing when you're playing with this loadout is getting behind people, and oftentimes I forget how loud the decloak is. This decloak can make a lot of noise, and I tried to run away but I didn't quite make it, but I really want to get L'Étrange, whatever, so that I can be the Saharan spy and have a much quieter decloak, because it kills me so much. I just don't realize how loud it's going to be, and everyone hears me coming. So I need to work on going farther back before going in. Another thing to note is that during this gameplay, well, if you watched the last spy one, I talked about how patience when you're playing as a spy is really kind of the key. And hopefully you'll notice that I am much more patient now than I used to be, and it saves me a couple times, though I still end up dying. And that guy again, that would have been an easy backstab, but he heard me. But yeah, so I tend to be a little bit more patient in this game, though I'm still working on that so that I don't just run out and get killed instantly. It happens to me sometimes, but we're working on it, and hopefully I'll improve that. Yeah, but this was also a really intense gameplay. This was a very close game. I can't remember who won actually, but yeah, as you can see right now, this was kind of a down point during the game. I was sort of failing, even though at the very beginning, before I was recording, I got quite a nice streak, which you guys missed. But yeah, that's fine. So here there were two heavies, and I uncloaked. I got one of them there. So I started moving down here, and everybody had left off the car, so I started moving backwards just to make it look like I was legit. And I followed this sniper, and I had an idea he was going up there, and I managed to get him luckily, which is much better than being a heavy, so because you can move faster. Anyway, so this is a very important point, because this is one place where I definitely had to be patient. I was waiting up here, and I had to wait there until they got to the right position, but then I was able to just drop down on top of them and get a double kill there. So that was really nice. That worked out pretty well too. So I got pretty lucky there, and now I have a Pyro disguise, and that's generally pretty hard to get with Your Eternal Reward, because you don't often get many backstabs on Pyros. So my plan was to go up there and wait for them to just get on the cardigan. So I think I waited for a couple minutes, and I ended up not having enough patience again. They weren't coming. I have no idea where they were. Well, they were all respawning. The respawn on the server is pretty long. But yeah, so I was still kind of just waiting around, hoping that they would come back so that I could drop down and get a couple more backstabs. But then this soldier walks up, and I managed to turn around really quickly and get that backstab on him. That was actually quite a bit of luck. I didn't think I would make that backstab there, but I managed to just about fit around him. So yeah, not recommended strategy, but whatever. So these guys are probably wondering what I'm doing now. I think that I was thinking that Pyro knew I was a spy, so I started making it look like I was legitimate, walking forwards and trying to look like I was avoiding stuff. Then these guys started shooting around, and then I just walked backwards like a fool. Here I uncloaked accidentally, decloaked, whatever, and that ended up killing me. Yeah, that was really rather unfortunate. Because I would have had that would have been a really nice opportunity to get a couple of backstabs on those heavies, because they thought I was still a soldier, and if I had just waited a while before decloaking, I probably could have gotten them, but I was too impatient. I decloaked and I died, but whatever. So yeah, and well, the thing is, I say whatever, but it's something to learn from. Like, you do definitely have to be patient, and I say that all the time, so I'm gonna stop. So anyway, as you can see, they were moving the cart pretty quickly, but now they're kind of finished. And I got into a little bit of a battle with that sniper, and a scout somehow managed to shoot me from halfway across the map. I had no idea. Oh, it wasn't halfway across the map, but he shooted me. He shooted me. Okay. He shot me from a pretty good distance away with a scatter gun. I have no idea how he managed that, but I don't know. So this was one of the kind of low points during the game. I could not get a kill for a little while here. Let's see. I might get one here. So this is sort of one of the harder parts because it can be a bit difficult to get behind them at this point. So I start moving around and I just get killed instantly as soon as I go through there. I thought that I would make it through using the Dead Ringer, cloaking, and then getting by them, but he ended up just deciding to shoot me in the face. Now that scout was camping there. I'm pretty sure he thought that he was moving the cart. He wasn't. I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. Did he think he was moving the cart? I think so. Or maybe he was just hiding, waiting for his team. But yeah, maybe that's what he was doing. It was very odd though. I was trying to figure out what exactly his goal was by sitting there. So I come back around here trying to cloak. I managed to cloak, and I try to get around a couple people here. Now I wanted to pick up something for cloak, a little bit of ammo, but I didn't manage to get that. I managed to get a backstab on that heavy there, and I get a backstab on the soldier, which was pretty good, and then something must have hit me there. I'm not quite sure what that was. But anyway, I decloak hoping to wait here for someone else to come up. I noticed that no one's coming, so I just decided to go in and get this scout, who is in fact moving, so I don't know why he's just sitting there, but I backstab him so that I can move a little bit faster. And I start moving backwards. Now, I got very, I can't remember. Okay, I didn't manage to get that health there. The pyro took that from me, but I still managed to get that heavy there. And I'm still on fire, but I'm gonna try to go back and get that health that should be there. But that heavy knew I was a spy, so I cloak quickly, and for some reason he went, I don't know what he was doing. So that ended up getting me almost killed, but I managed to get a backstab on the demo man there, which was kind of fortunate that he didn't see me. And I was hoping that the heavies would come, and here they were. Get a backstab on another one. This was kind of a high point of the game. Their whole team was getting mad at me at this point. Like, they all knew I was a spy. They were, look at this, that was basically their whole team trying to kill me there. If I had just backstabbed half their team, they were pretty frustrated, I'm guessing. I'm guessing they were all on the mic yelling at me. But yeah, so that was kind of fun. And also, as you can see from those statues there, I think we had another spy on our team who's probably killed off the other half of their team. So they're probably pretty frustrated with the spies at this point. So anyway, I use this teleporter. I always pull out the Dead Ringer when I go into a teleporter, just in case there's some sort of danger when I go in. And this spy here, I managed to get, I thought I got him. Somehow that was not a backstab. I don't know, the animation went up and I hit him and everything, but for some reason I didn't get his disguise, which is kind of annoying because I would have rather have just kept the pyro disguise. But that didn't work. So anyway, I forgot that I didn't have a disguise there, so I ended up decloaking, and I managed to get the engineer, fortunately. So now I have a disguise at least. So I run back up, and my goal is to zap all this stuff and get this engineer. Now, it was fairly obvious that I was a spy, so I start running backwards, and they both knew that I was a spy. Now, I think by this point in the game, everyone had sort of wised up to the fact that I was using a Dead Ringer. So I think they were well aware that I was not actually dead. So that was kind of causing some problems. Everyone kept searching for me after they'd shot me. But I don't know, that's kind of the point of the game. So now, as you can see, we've got both engineers here, which kind of causes a problem for me because well, that makes it fairly obvious that I'm a spy. So that ended up getting me killed, but I still managed to take out one of the sentries, and also I got that other engineer, so that should have been a little bit helpful. Now, as you can see, what I didn't realize was that their cart was getting very close to the end. I was totally preoccupied with the engineers. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. I was totally preoccupied with the engineers, and they were moving that cart all the way up. So I was planning to get that heavy, but someone else got him before me. So right now I don't have a disguise. I knew that that medic was there, but if you saw my last gameplay, you know medics tend to kill me. And I just got totally unlucky with that pyro who walked in and just sprayed me in the face with fire. Very unfortunate, but regardless. Also, you might notice that I'm in first place right now. Not that that actually matters, but it's just kind of nice. So anyway, I walk out here and I come trying to get a backstab, and of course that pyro manages to air blast me into that whole giant pit in the middle of the ground. I fall down, and yeah, that was a little bit annoying. Actually, that was beyond a little bit annoying. By this point, I was getting a bit annoyed because I couldn't get a backstab. The hardest point is when you can't get behind the enemy. Like, sometimes there are times when it just gets really difficult to get behind them, and that's when it's really frustrating to play with Your Eternal Reward and the Dead Ringer, because I can't cloak when I want, and I also cannot disguise when I want, so that just makes it super hard. So anyway, I managed to get that guy, but then the engineer had seen me. So generally what I do is I try to double back around and get more backstabs when I can. Now, what would have been smart would be to call for a medic. I'm not sure if I did that, but I ended up missing, so I lost my disguise. So I can't remember, I might get behind this guy. I almost get behind him. These guys all see me here, so I keep moving back, and I try to decloak here, and I thought that I was out of range of everyone, but unfortunately somebody else took out that heavy and everything, and basically it was going to be quite difficult for me to survive. I know that there's health down here, so I went down to get that. I actually missed the ammo, which I thought I'd picked up to refill my cloak, and this heavy here sees me. He almost killed me. He knows I'm not dead, but yeah, whatever. And so I managed to get him and his medic there while they were eating a sandwich. That would be the most annoying thing in the world for the heavy, because I'm dominating him. But yeah. So that was a little bit annoying. I managed to do alright that round though. But as you can see right now, we are managing to move their cart back, which is good because it's getting very close. And there are only 3 minutes left. So at this point we kind of thought that we might be able to win this, because they were moving really fast at the beginning, but now their cart's moving back. We might have a chance at winning. So I managed to cloak up there, and I see both heavies coming. Now this is exactly what I wanted. There are 3 heavies on their team. Now there was actually one back there, and what? I have no idea why that guy turned around. Zero idea whatsoever. Like, he just randomly somehow knew I was there. I guess he was just spy checking, because I don't know. He clearly knew that I was going to be coming up behind him or something. So I suppose that's pretty legitimate. Probably a good idea, because I was behind him. But that frustrated me quite a bit. So anyway, that soldier comes up there. I thought that he was going to shoot me, but luckily he didn't actually. So I keep going around my normal path. Oh, there's a little shadow glitch there. I didn't even notice that before. And I see these guys here, hoping that they would hit me. And they did. So I run around here, decloak. I see both heavies, but that pyro comes up, gets me, air blasts me. And I think it was actually the medic that ended up killing me. That was incredibly annoying. Our medics tend to kill me all the time. But, so yeah, it's kind of annoying. So these guys were now moving the cart very quickly, and actually I believe that the pyro, or someone, just keeps camping by the cart behind it, and nobody gets him for quite a while. Or maybe it's not now, maybe it's later in the game. And that medic up there, I tried to get him with my pistol. I don't think I made it. And I also thought that pyro was a spy. I still think he might have been, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So I see this heavy coming. I was expecting the other 2 heavies to come, because at this point they were using 3 heavies in order to try to just use brute force to get in, because there's only a minute left, and I'm guessing they knew that in overtime they could probably do pretty decently. So I managed to get up behind that heavy, take him out quickly. He probably would have caused quite a bit of damage. Now, I knew that these guys were coming, and if that guy hadn't gotten a backstab on me, it would have been really nice, because I probably could have taken out the rest of their team, but luckily our heavy there managed to save us all and kill them off. And the soldier here falls down. I don't know what happens to him. So 30 seconds left now. So basically I know that as long as they don't get into a ridiculously good overtime, they are not going to win. So I purposely get in front of him and cloak. I should, well, whatever. So I decide to decloak there and try to get behind him. I'm almost, oh my gosh, I almost got that sniper. And then that guy started shooting me. It was so unlucky that I just didn't quite get him. So now they're moving our cart, and that pyro is now camping there, and nobody manages to get him. So he stays there. And so I know that he's there because I was watching that. So I start shooting down there, and their cart is right at the edge. But we managed to win. That was such a good game. I didn't even realize that we had won there. And obviously I lagged right before I get every one of those backstabs. But I didn't even get him. What the heck. But yeah, that was a really fun game. If you guys enjoyed that, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate that, and please leave a like for an epically long, intense game. So thank you very much for watching this gameplay. Please subscribe, and we'll see you in our next video. Goodbye.